Well, aren't you up bright and early?
Well, there's so many things to do, dear.
You look just like Mrs. Claus.
I beg your pardon?
Mrs. Santa Claus.
Oh, Mrs. Santa Claus. Well, if she's as far behind in her schedule as I am in mine, we're both in great trouble.
Oh, I don't think so. You look like you have everything in hand. The house looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you, darling. I love Christmas decorations.
And each year you just outdo yourself.
Well, this is going to be a very special Christmas.
I hope you're not going to be disappointed.
Well, I don't see how. We'll all have a wonderful time, all of us. Getting ready is half the fun, don't you think?
Yes, I used to think so.
Well, it's very exciting. There's so much to do, so many people to think of. You know, each year, I think I've taken care of everything, but I always manage to remember someone at the last minute.
Well, at least you remember.
Oh, well, isn't that what it's all about, darling? Christmas, thinking of people, doing for people.
Mm-hmm. But just don't you overdo this year, okay? Really?
Thank you, darling, but I enjoy it, I really do. Well, now, I've got a few more cards to write, and then I have to talk to Stella about the menu. Of course, we'll have all the traditional things, but I always like to add a bit of something new.
Oh, yes. Speaking of tradition, I am afraid I'm going to have to ask Alan's assistance in something.
Oh?
As much as I hate it, I'm afraid I'm going to have to talk to him and ask his help. That is, if he can tear himself away from sweet Susan and their little love child. Well, I've got to get to work. I don't want to be late.
Oh, you do so enjoy it, don't you, darling?
I love it, as long as I can manage to avoid Alan.
I think you enjoy seeing Alan. There's a certain magnetism between the two of you.
Oh, look.
No, dear, it's not ridiculous. It's there's an electricity. You can almost see the sparks flying. I think Alan enjoys the contact as much as you do.
I do not enjoy contact with Alan in any way, shape, or form. The further away he is from me, the better. I really hate the sight of him.
Oh, methinks she does protest too much.
Lila, how can you say that? The man is despicable. Living openly with another woman, an illegitimate child. You suggest I want contact with him? Come on, I'm not that sadistic.
Nor is he, dear.
Oh, really? Flaunting his infidelity?
Oh, that's beside the point.
No, it isn't, Lila. Come on, he doesn't even have enough guts to divorce me.
Those things can be managed, dear.
Lila, we're not talking about a business. We're talking about a marriage. One that he's made a laughing stock of. He's made a scandal of it. He has caused gossip.
He just has to be handled correctly, that's all.
I don't want to handle Alan in any way.
Ah, but you will, dear. You know, Alan has always been difficult ever since he was a little boy. But he always responds to an appeal to his deep sense of decency.
There isn't one shred of decency in all of Alan Quartermain.
Ah, but there is. You can't admit it now, but believe me, you will. Listen to me, darling. If you play your cards right, Alan will be back here at home with you and Alan Jr., which is where he should be.
Lila, what makes you think I want him back?
Darling, as I've told you again and again, you two are right for one another. You belong together. Right now, you feel hurt and rejected, and you wish to deny it, but you know that's true.
All I know, Lila, is I never want to see Alan again. I want him out of my life forever. Let him go live with his little slut and their illegitimate child. Let Susan Moore have him. Oh! Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
George said you wanted to see me.
Yes, come on in.
What about?
Well, why don't we begin with a cup of coffee?
I don't want a cup of coffee. What do you want?
I'd like a cup of coffee.
I don't want a cup of coffee. Give me a break. I got a busy schedule. What do you want?
Alan, please, I'd like to handle this with some semblance of civility. Here, take this. You drink it black, don't you?
You know I drink it black, Monica. Look, this attempt at civility, as you call it, leads me to believe only one thing. You really do want something. What is it?
Well, I think it's something that you're going to want, too.
The possibility that we both want the same thing, Monica, is highly unlikely. Now, what do you want?
A nice Christmas for our son.
Oh, come on. What are you getting at?
Will you relax, Alan?
Hi, I've never been able to relax around you, Monica.
Look, for
you know
heaven's
that.
sakes, I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to put any demands on you.
Oh, well, that'd be a nice switch.
All I want... Well, the fact is that this is Alan's second Christmas. I think it would be nice if he could have your old train set.
Sure, you can have my own train set. I'll put it up for him. Of course I will. It's a Quartermain tradition, you know that.
Yes, one of the more pleasant ones. Think you'd agree? And I think it's a collector's item by now.
I bet you it is. It's in perfect condition, you know.
Yes, and the fact remains that I don't know about getting it up. I mean, I'm not going to try it.
No,
I think
don't.
I'd probably break everything.
No, don't you put your hands on it. And for God's sake, don't let my father touch it. I mean, the man's completely helpless. I mean, don't even let him put his hands on the tracks.
All right, that we get to the fact that will you put it up?
Yes, I'll be happy to put it up, Monica.
Oh, good. Everything is all set. The tree's decorated. It just needs the train. You know, it's always been one of the finishing touches.
Fine. Well, I'll be over sometime later today, and I'll put it up for him.
Good. Your mother will be thrilled. She's terribly excited about Christmas for some reason.
Well, Christmas has always been one of her favorite holidays, anyway.
Well, let me get you a refill.
No, just half, please. That's all.
Okay. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. That's clumsy. Here.
It's all right, Monica. Just leave it alone.
Sorry about that.
Leave it alone, will you?
No, wait a minute. They say
it's a little
if you
spot.
put some cold water
Don't put
on
any
it,
water. You're
it'll get it
spreading
out
it.
easy. I'm
You're
not.
spreading
Just
it,
move
Monica.
your hands, please. Alan, come on. No, I heard that someplace.
I gotta go. I got patients to see.
Well, I think I got it out. I may have to have it cleaned. Cut most of it.
Yeah, thank you. It's fine.
Yeah, well, have you heard the latest scuttlebutt?
Oh, what's that?
Well, it seems that Heather Weber and Joe Kelly are going to be married.
Oh, is that right?
If you ask me, I think Joe's a fool.
I don't know. Some marriages work. Some marriages don't. We both know that, don't we?
This is the last piece. Oh, you make it look so easy.
Well, it is easy. It just takes just a little bit of patience, which I have had a great chance to practice over the last few years.
It's amazing the way you can put all those pieces together. I mean, some of them are such small little connections, tiny little things.
Yeah. Could you, give me the engine, please?
Engine.
Yeah.
Engine.
The engine, Monica. The engine is the part that goes in the front, goes, whoo, whoo. You know, it's the one with all the power. It drags the train.
I thought the coal car provided all the power.
Just give it to me, will you, please?
What? Oh. Aha. Go. Here, what do you want next?
What I would like next, Monica, is to finish doing this
Here.
all by myself, Monica. Have you ever thought of taking a long train ride by yourself?
No, but it might be kind of an adventure. Well, you'd know about that. You've certainly been taken for a ride.
Oh, shut up and give me a break and let me concentrate on what I'm doing.
Oh, poor Alan can't seem to stay on the tracks, can he?
The caboose, please. Just give me the caboose.
Okay. What looking for?
For God's sake.
Alan, what is the matter? What is the matter? Are you in such a hurry? You want to get back to the little slut you're living with? Is that it?
That's it. That does it. Goodbye.
What do you mean? Alan, what are you doing? Look, you're not going to leave this mess.
I'm certainly not taking you with me. You make a mess out of everything, Monica. I came over here, I expected to find my son. What did I find? I found you. But at least I try to be pleasant.
That's all.
You spoil everything. You even want to spoil Christmas. In spite of your incredible lack of everything else, you don't even have an ounce of Christmas spirit in your body.
That is a big fat lie. I am overflowing with it. I'll even prove it to you.
Don't bother. Where's my coat?
It's under there somewhere. I mean it, Alan. I want to prove it to you after everything that you've done for me.
I haven't done anything for you. I did it for my son.
Our son, and that's just what I'm saying. Why don't you bring your other son over to see the train?
What?
What? Bring your other son so he can play with Daddy's choo-choo and enjoy it like your son will.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious, Alan. It's Christmas. Bring your ill-begot son over. Let him play with the train, and when he's old enough to understand, maybe you could read him about the little engine that could. All children love that. Even illegitimate ones.